Hello, I'm Richard. This is the third video in a 5-part series I'm doing on STAR children, and in particular for parents and teachers in terms of how to cope with them and help them. So this one is based on the third principle. And the third principle is that the education system does not fit the STAR children. Here's why it doesn't fit them. The traditional system is about putting information in. So there's a premise that the student doesn't know it. Then it's all about left brain, how the left brain works, using logic, linear, and traditional teaching methods. And it's rote learning. So the way you learn is you put the information in and then you repeat it. Then you have something called examinations to test what they know. The problem with examinations is that examinations basically test you in terms of your short-term memory. It's all about recall. The problem with recall is that it's necessary but not useful. Recall is the lowest of the 5 levels of connection with material. And recall really is not about knowing the material, being able to express the material, being able to work with the material. Recall is all about just regurgitating the material. So it's a left brain short-term memory phenomena. This is what the traditional system does. Now, STAR children are so different that they don't cope with this. This is what they require. They require an organic system. And this organic system is something that is not fixed within boundaries. It moves. It has multi-dimensions. It has color. And the principle here is that you connect with the wisdom within. So you start with the premise that the student has everything within them that they need. The issue is not that they haven't got it, but the issue is connection with it and drawing it out in a way that they can use it. So there's a whole different paradigm shift here. And then it's about using the whole brain, left, right brain, in an organic manner. Organic manner is just the way nature works, like the tree grows organically. In nature, there are no straight lines and right angles. In the traditional education system, it's all about straight lines and right angles and steps. So the whole brain learning has to go from organic into holographic. Organic is using both sides of the brain within the student. Holographic is connecting all that information to everything in the universe, to know that every little part has a connection with the whole. The traditional system has a classroom where you have a teacher up front that imparts information and knowledge to a whole lot of students sitting behind desks. In the organic system, there is no classroom. You have the entire world as your classroom. So it's about experiences, it's about life. The best thing that could be done with STAR children is to take them on trips around the world, go to different cultures, go to different countries, go to different places, see people differently, let them experience and learn through life what is really important and how things work. So this is a whole paradigm shift. Now the problem with doing this is that the vast majority, just about all the population, are stuck in the traditional world, where they live in a house, live in a city, have a job that they cannot move, only have 2 to 4 weeks annual leave a year, and then that is taken up with all sorts of other priorities. And so the children don't have the opportunity, or hardly have the opportunity, to travel the world and see things. The most wise, broadly learned people on the planet are the ones that are usually most traveled, because they are able to see things from a whole range of perspectives and experience people in many different cultures. When you travel to different countries, it's in your face that what you believe is right and wrong doesn't work. And you are in an environment where you have to throw what you believe in terms of right and wrong out the window and do as the Romans do in Rome. So that is a real powerful learning experience. So this is why the traditional system does not fit them. The other issue is this: the traditional system is getting further and further behind with the pace of change in technology and society. Years ago, it took 10 years before internet marketing was taught in business courses in universities. And then what was taught was completely out of date. So today, having a piece of paper after spending 3 to 4 years in university or college and having to pay very high fees for the courses, to have a piece of paper that is basically irrelevant, either by the time you get out or by the time you're 30 years old. That doesn't work today. Today, it's easier to build a global business than a local business. In the very near future, it will not be job for life. It will be working on multiple projects, and it will be pay on performance, not pay for a title or a position. So this is why the education system does not fit STAR children. And the best thing that parents can do is do not put them into a traditional school. The problem with that is that what are the other options? They're not many. When you look at traditional schools, the best of them are the Montessori and Steiner schools. Even then, those schools have some limitations. Then if you go the whole homeschooling route, that presents its own series of challenges. You have to have a parent fully available to go and do that. Most families aren't able to allow one parent to dedicate themselves to homeschooling the child because of financial considerations. So what is the solution to all that conundrum? Well, you have to step out of the box and look at it completely differently. And this is what I suggest and offer people in other videos. So, STAR children, the best thing you can do for them is do not put them in school and look for another alternative that works better for them. I'm Richard.